Good evening, students.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, there is a small change in today's session as right now I am going to conduct a lecture on economics as we have only 50 to 55 minutes as one visiting faculty is over there for your verbal communication. So basically I have requested for 15 minutes more, but as the other lady is going to conduct the lecture, what we will do, guys, in the morning, tomorrow morning, we will sit for the accounting lecture, and right now we will continue with the economics lecture. Uh, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, it's just a little adjustments, so we can complete the problem number one in one sitting.
Yes, ma'am.
And I hope it is for better understanding. So let's begin.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
have only 15 participants. So if your friends are not logged in, please text them, message them. As we are conducting the economics lecture, we are going for the new theories. So I'll give 1 minute extra. I mean, I'm giving 1 minute more to join them as early as possible. Please discuss the same in your informal groups and request them to join as early as possible. Okay, guys. So mm, there is trouble in sharing the PPT. Let me share it once again. Okay, guys. So today we are going to discuss about the price output determination under the different forms of market. So this topic is based on whatever theories we are learning throughout the sessions. If you remember, guys, our journey had started with diminishing marginal utility. Then we slightly forward to the law of demand, where we understand the consumer perspective. So basically, here we come to know what is a consumer perspective. Then we have moved toward the law of supply, where we come to know that seller or supplier's perspective. After which we discussed about market, in which we have seen the features and the types of market. Then we move to theory of cost, where we have seen the behavior of types of cost. And then finally, we have also seen the theory of revenue, where we have done the patterns of revenue. So now guys, after learning roughly around 6 to 7 after learning around 6 to 7 theories, finally we come to the price output determination theory. Now what do you mean by, first it is necessary to understand what do you mean by price. We will go to it, but let's identify what do you mean by output. Output is nothing but the available quantity for sale. Now here comes our managerial accounting knowledge comes handy. For example, in the first lecture itself, I have told you what do you mean by opening stock, purchases, and closing stock. Am I right? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
But that was about the raw material. But if we are talking about the FG, how we can keep record of FG? Again, opening stock of FG, परचेस की जगह पे आएगा प्रोडक्शन, मतलब कितना प्रोडक्शन हुआ, एंड देन क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ FG. For example, if we are manufacturing helmets, if we are having 50 helmets in our godown on the beginning of the day, if during the day we manufacture 150 helmets, matlab the available helmets will be I'm sorry, the available helmets will be 200. But at the end of the day, if the closing stock shows that we are having 20 helmets, इसका मतलब ये हुआ there is sell of or supply of 180 helmets. So during the day, the output from the activity is 180. Are you getting it, guys? Output is after adjustments of opening stock, closing stock, and the actual production. हमने बेचा कितना? 180. So when we are going to determine the price of output, we are going to determine the price of actually sold quantity. Is that clear to you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Here comes the concept of marginal cost, and let's see how it works. आज सुबह ही हमने marginal cost का ग्राफ देखा था, पहले कम हो जाती है और बाद में बढ़ती है. Am I right? याद होगा आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
Average fixed cost, सही बात है. This is your average variable cost, and somewhere here this is your average total cost. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? But if we think about this marginal cost mathematically or quite logically, how we can represent it? अभी देखो, it's very simple. मैं फर्स्ट डे से आपको ये इक्वेशन समझा रही हूँ. इनकम माइनस एक्सपेंसेस इज इक्वल टू प्रॉफिट. सेम वे आई कैन राइट सेल्स माइनस कॉस्ट इज इक्वल टू प्रॉफिट. वही तो किया है मैंने. If I expand this, मुझे अभी पता है total cost is equal to total fixed cost plus total variable cost. आज ही पढ़ा है हमने ये, सही बात है. So with the help of this equation, I am expanding the cost concept. So into the bracket, what I have done, cells minus variable cost plus fixed cost. Guys, please note ये जो क्या कहते हैं, ये जो साइन है वो गलत है, गलती से टाइप हुआ है. एक्चुअली cost is a summation of variable cost and fixed cost. Now we will solve this equation. How? Sales, now we will operate minus sign and will multiply the bracket. So sales minus variable cost. Okay, एक step नहीं है यहाँ पे. So sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost is equal to profit. Now if I rearrange, sales minus variable cost is equal to profit. अभी fixed cost is changing the side, so it will change the sign as well. So sales minus variable cost is equal to profit plus fixed cost. In marginal costing, sales minus variable cost is also called as contribution. So contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost and profit plus fixed cost. And the contribution helps to cover the profit and fixed cost, इसलिए variable cost को यहाँ पे marginal cost भी कहते हैं for a short run, only for the short run. So just जाते जाते मैंने आपको ये equation समझाया, क्योंकि जब आप cost sheet सीखना start कर दोगे, this is very important to know what are the fixed cost and what are the variable cost. So अभी के लिए आप ये फॉर्मूला याद रखना. Now the question is, what is our aim when we are running the institute, or when we are just give me a moment, guys. When we are running any organization, we of course run the organization for making profits. Agreed? We always aim towards the profit, but there are many situations which do not allow us to make a profit. What are the situations? Number one, we have seen the lockdowns. Everything was shut and we were unable to make profits out of the business. Second, strong competitor. Am I right? Strong competitor की वजह से भी हम हमारा अगर सेल नहीं बढ़ा पाए, तो we may turn to the losses also, and continuous losses may force us to shut down the business. सही बात है? Now the thing is, if in the short run, if we want to compete against the competitor, do we have any strategy for it? Yes, now we have started thinking about the pricing strategy. I hope marketing guys are very much alert on this note, क्योंकि pricing strategies are kind of strategies which can help to mitigate, to defeat the competitors also. But on the other hand, you should understand the impact of this pricing on your own product also. This is also called as a behavioral finance, which understand the people's perspective, their expectations, and accordingly adjust the pricing of the product. Can you tell me, guys, how much do you pay for using Facebook or any social media? How much do you pay?
Actual cost we don't know, but we pay to the internet service provider.
That is the actual cash outflow you are talking about.
Hmm.
But on the other hand, you give a lot of information which is very much costly otherwise to acquire. Apart from internet cost, you give such an information which is otherwise very costly if one thinks to acquire it. सही बात है?
Yeah, like our name and all the details.
Exactly. So why they are so much successful? Because they understand the behavioral principles of the people. If you tell anyone that it is free, एक बार तो जाके वो देख के ही आएगा. 50% फ्लैट ऑफर डिस्काउंट और छोटा सा स्टार रहता है, लेकिन 50% ऑफ देखकर आधी भीड़ वहां पे जाती है. मैंने एक बार बहुत ही अच्छा एक फ्लेक्स देखा था. 10th का रिजल्ट था. 10 का रिजल्ट तो किसी ने अपने दोस्त के लिए फ्लेक्स लगाया था एंड ही हैड सेड दोस्ता शुभेच्छा ऐसा लिखा था. एंड उसके नीचे प्लीज पे अटेंशन, और उसके नीचे उसने मार्क्स लिखे थे. और मार्क्स कैसे लिखे थे देखो. दिख रहा है आपको?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this kind of strategy every marketing person should have. बात समझ में आ गई आपको? And sometimes it is also called as behavioral finance. This is a new stream actually of finance. Behavioral finance. Now what behavioral finance teaches us? It is having two simple principles. पहला principle है, a firm should not produce at all if its total variable costs are not met. इसका मतलब क्या है मैडम? मैं आपको एग्जाम्पल के साथ बताती हूँ. If the sales are amounting to 100 crores, fixed cost is equal to 20 crores, and if the variable cost is 110 crores, what will be the profit? Actually, there is a loss of 30 crores. But what this principle says, if the variable cost is greater than the sell, you should wind up the business. Straight away wind up the business. If in any case, sales are 100 crores, FC is 20 crores, and the variable cost is 90 crores, still you are incurring the loss of how much? 10 crores. But this situation is the last hope for survival, क्योंकि अभी तक तो your variable cost is less than sales. इसलिए पिछले स्लाइड में हमने देखा था contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost. मतलब फाइनली लॉस है आपको 10 crores का लॉस है when we consider the fixed cost. But if we deduct the variable cost from the sales, we are having the contribution. It is not a profit, क्योंकि यहाँ से अभी भी FC लेस किया तो we will come to know that we are incurring losses. But at least we are able to recover our variable costs. अभी आपको पता है what do you mean by variable cost and what do you mean by fixed cost. So unless and until your sales are equal to variable cost, please push your business. Please give a chance to your business to flourish. कुछ भी आइडिया निकालो, कुछ भी करो, लेकिन there is a chance to survive. But when your variable cost is greater than the sales, you should go for winding up. Are you getting it? So The first behavioral principle says when your sales are greater than TVC, कहाँ पे लिखूं, जगह ही नहीं है. When your income or sales is greater than total variable cost, your business is in good situation. When your income is equal to TVC, very alarming situation. If your income is less than your TVC, you better shut down the business. So if we want to run a business in the long run, we should make sure that income should be greater than the total variable cost in each and every year. Each and every year, our variable cost should be covered by the income. Otherwise, we may land up into the bankruptcy. We may land up into the shutting down the businesses. Is that clear? Any questions on the first principle? Hello guys. Any question on the first principle?
No, ma'am.
Now, जैसे हमने मार्जिनल कॉस्ट निकाली थी वैसे ही मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू निकाला, एंड वेयर वी हैव सीन what is the curve, how we can show it graphically. This is the marginal cost curve and this is the marginal revenue curve. अभी आप ग्राफ की तरफ देखिए. What the second law says? The second law says the firm will be making maximum profits by expanding the output to the level where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Matlab, they are talking about disequilibrium. When your marginal revenue is greater than your marginal cost, you are making the profits. Matlab, they are talking about this part. When your marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost, you are making profit. Simple hai. Marginal revenue means additional revenue. Marginal cost is additional cost. So this is, of course, will give you the profit. But when your marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue, you will start incurring the losses. इसलिए मैंने सुबह भी आपको बताया था कि when your marginal cost start increasing, maybe company introduce its new products or implement the new tactics like mass production and all, जिसकी वजह से company may observe the decline in the marginal cost curve. Are you getting it? आज सुबह ही हमने ये कर्व क्यों पढ़ा, एंड दिस इज द मेन रीजन व्हाई आई एम कंटिन्यूइंग द इकोनॉमिक्स, कि आपने फिर से पढ़ा होगा सो आपको ये तुरंत समझ में आएगा. सो द सेकंड प्रिंसिपल इज व्हेन कैन कंपनी मेक अ मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट? ओनली वेयर MR is equal to MC. मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इज इक्वल टू मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. यहाँ पे आपको सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉफिट होगा. बट कब तक? जब तक योर मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इज ग्रेटर देन मार्जिनल कॉस्ट. अगर मार्जिनल कॉस्ट आपके मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू से बढ़ती चली गई, then definitely you are going to incur losses. Now let's understand the same behavioral principle with the help of this graph. अभी आप देखिए यहाँ पे हमने x एक्सिस पे आउटपुट लिया है, राइट? y एक्सिस पे कॉस्ट या रेवेन्यू है. Now what is happening over here? This is a marginal revenue curve. This is marginal cost curve. Again, this is an intersection point. now we have extended this to the next graph. ये हमने extend किया, and here we have taken the same level of output. So what they are saying, at this level you are at the stagnant position, क्योंकि ये आपका profit रहता है. This is a stagnant position. कौन सी? When your MR is equal to MC. So this point is nothing but the MR is equal to MC. But when your MR is greater than MC, this is MR which is greater than MC, and if we mark this curve like this, you will come to know that during this stage the profit is rising. क्यों? क्योंकि here your MR is greater than MC, your marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. So during this stage चलो 1 कहते हैं इसको, stage 1, our profit is increasing. But when MR is equal to MC, we have reached to the maximum profit, right? This is a profit curve. But when MR is less than MC, so stage 1 where profit is maximum is stage 2, and the third stage is where MC is greater than MR, वे मतलब जहां हमारा marginal cost marginal revenue से ज्यादा होगा, profit होगा, हाँ होगा, क्योंकि हम टोटल प्रॉफिट की बात नहीं कर रहे, या हम टोटल कॉस्ट टोटल रेवेन्यू की बात नहीं कर रहे, हम बात कर रहे हैं मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू और मार्जिनल कॉस्ट के बारे में. सो प्रॉफिट तो होगा, लेकिन वो कैसा होगा? ग्रोथ इन प्रॉफिट अभी कम होता चला जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि एडिशनल कॉस्ट, the value of additional cost is greater than the value of additional revenue. Marginal का क्या मतलब है? Additional, for extra 1 unit. So this is about the equilibrium of the firm which is trying to the maximization of profits with the help of behavioral theories. मुझे पता है थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, इसलिए मैं फिर से ये थ्योरी बताने वाली हूँ, चाहे आप रिक्वेस्ट करो ना करो. क्या बिहेवियरल प्रिंसिपल कहता है? वो 2 ही प्रिंसिपल बताता है हमें, when to produce and what will be the maximum profit and when will be the maximum profit. पहला बिहेवियरल प्रिंसिपल हमें बताता है कि if sales is greater than total variable cost, your business is in good position. If your sales is equal to total variable cost, then it is very alarming situation, क्योंकि आप अपना वेरिएबल कॉस्ट भी अगर कवर नहीं कर सकते, इसका मतलब आप फिक्स कॉस्ट तो रिकवर कर ही नहीं सकते. यू आर ऑलरेडी इन लॉस at the level of variable cost. And if your sales are less than total variable cost, it is always better to shut down the business. ऐसा क्यों? मैं फिर से आपको वही एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ. If your sales are amounting to 100 rupees and fixed cost is 20 and variable cost is 110. So how much profit you are incurring, guys? Please tell me. Your sales are 100 crores, your fixed cost incurred is 20 crores and variable cost is 110 crores. How much profit or loss you are incurring? Yes, guys, I am waiting for your answer. Hello, am I audible to you guys? Hello, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Is that so difficult? अगेन मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ, चलो ध्यान दो अभी. Cells are amounting to 100 crores if your fixed cost is of 20 crores and the variable cost is of 110 crores. So what you are incurring, profit or loss? Please pay attention. This is very crucial thing.
It will be loss.
Loss.
Of course, because total cost is the summation of fixed cost and variable cost. So total cost is 20 plus 110 comes to 130, and the profit is sales minus total cost. So sales are 100 minus 130, मतलब you are incurring the losses of 30 crore. इसलिए मैंने ब्रैकेट में लिखा, मतलब ये निगेटिव प्रॉफिट है. On the other hand, if the sales are 100, FC is 90 crores. So again, we are incurring profit or loss. What is your opinion? Are we having profit or loss?
Loss.
Again, loss of how much? 10 crores.
10.
But as per the behavioral principle, there is a difference in the two situations. The behavioral principle says there is a vast difference in situation number 1 and situation number 2. The question is, what is the difference? Now, here it says we should compare the variable cost with the sales. Here in the situation 1, your variable cost is greater than sales. And in the situation 2, your variable cost is less than sales. So even if in situation 2 you are incurring losses, there is high scope that with the good technique or with the good strategies, you in the next year you can nullify these losses and start earning the profits, as your variable cost is less than the sales. But in the situation 1, here itself your variable cost is greater than sales. Matlab you are not managing your business efficiently at all. So this is a good time to shut down the business. इसीलिए ये behavioral principle कहता है a firm should not produce at all if its total variable costs are not met. Not met मतलब not recovered. इसलिए मैंने नीचे एक लॉ लिखा था कि if sales are greater than the variable cost, then your situation of the business is very much good. If sales is equal to your variable cost, then this is a high alarm that you may lead to the bankruptcy or you may have to shut your business. But when your sales are less than the variable cost, there is no option for you than to the shut down the business. So if you really want to run your business in the long run, always make sure that your sales are greater than your variable cost. So this is the first behavioral principle. Now, what is the second behavioral principle? The firm will make the maximum profit when your marginal revenue is equal to the marginal cost. And how? Let's see with the help of graph. This is about the second behavioral principle of the business. Now, please pay attention. This is your marginal revenue curve, of course, declining. And this is your marginal cost. So what is happening when your marginal revenue, the additional revenue from each and every sale of product is greater than the marginal cost, the additional cost of each and every unit which we are selling, we always make profit. When your marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost, we are making the profits, but the ratio of making profit is very high. So the slope of the profit curve is increasing. It is increasing when the marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. When your marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. So this is called stage 1. But when the marginal revenue is exactly equal to marginal cost, this is a point of equilibrium. If I extend this, here comes the stage 2, where we come to know that this is a maximum profit point. Okay, and if still marginal cost is rising than the marginal revenue, then you may earning profits. क्यों? क्योंकि probably आपकी total cost is less than the total sales. But here, when your marginal cost is greater than the marginal revenue, आपका profit बढ़ेगा, but with the negative growth. मतलब प्रॉफिट है लेकिन वो सालाना कम होते जा रहा है. पहले इतना था, अभी इतना है, और नीचे जा रहा है, और नीचे जा रहा है, और नीचे जा रहा है. So this is a stage 3. Now, if we want to name these stages, how we can give the name stages? So stage 1. Stage 1 में हमने क्या देखा था? Increase in profits where marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. इसको हम कहते हैं stage of expansion. Every business goes through these stages. So the stage 1 is stage of expansion, जहाँ पे हमारा marginal revenue is greater than the marginal cost. Second stage रहती है highest profit, highest and constant profit, where your marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. So this is the stage of stagnancy. वही काम कर रहे हो आप और इसलिए आपको हाईएस्ट प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है, बट आपका प्रोडक्ट यूज कर करके अभी कस्टमर भी बोर होने लगा है and he had started finding out the options also. This is your personal experience also ना guys, कि आप बोर हो जाते हो वही जाके पोहा खा के and you will start exploring the new snack centers. So this is a stage of stagnancy. और जो थर्ड स्टेज आती है बिजनेस में, where profits start डिक्लाइनिंग। क्यों? क्योंकि आपका मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू इज लेस देन मार्जिनल कॉस्ट, सो दिस इज अ स्टेज ऑफ डिक्लाइन. Ma'am, how we can use these stages or these behavioral principle in our day-to-day life? Guys, when you are joining any company, make sure or identify whether the company is in stage 1, stage 2 or stage 3. कई कबार बड़ी बड़ी MNC कंपनी भी स्टेज 2 या स्टेज 3 में रहती है. स्टार्टअप्स, मीडियम साइज फर्म्स, स्मॉल फर्म्स ये स्टेज 1 में रहते हैं, एंड विथ योर एफर्ट्स यू कैन पुश योर कंपनी टू द स्टेज 2 by maximizing profit. Madam, it is mandatory that every company will go down? Yes, it always happen that company or any manufacturing or any service providers always observe first expansion, then stagnancy, and then decline. But if I want to stay always at top, what I can do? 3 दिन से मैं कह रही हूँ, अलग अलग स्लाइड पे आपको एक्सप्लेन कर रही हूँ कि when you come to know that you are having or you have reached at the stage of stagnancy, आपको क्या करना है? यही पे मैंने आपको कहा था, you should introduce. यहाँ आने के बाद this is a high time to launch new product or improve product or something innovative, attractive things for your customers, so they will again start purchasing your product with the double rate, which will push your marginal revenue curve again up than your marginal cost curve. Are you getting it, guys? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Here you will start again. So here you will enter again into stage 1. Again you will face this stage 2. फिर से आपको so यहीं पे मतलब stage 1, stage 2 इतने में ही आपको खेलते रहना है. जब तक आप innovations करते रहोगे तब तक. If you fail to go for the innovations or if you fail to launch innovation in time, definitely one day you will reach to stage 3, and finally your profit will become 0, and then you have to sell the product. ये होता है मैडम? हाँ बिल्कुल होता है. I will tell you the story now. मैं बात कर रही हूँ जब हम सब छोटे बच्चे थे and we used to have कैमरा. वो फ्लैश का कैमरा याद है आपको? रोल लेके आते थे, कैमरा में डालते थे और मम्मी पापा हमारे फोटो निकालते थे. याद है आपको वो कोडैक का वगैरह कैमरा?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen?
Yes.
Right? You know guys, we are just talking about the era of 2 decades, मतलब 1990 से 2010 तक. लेकिन अगर मैं बताऊं कि ऐसी एक कंपनी थी जिसने डिजिटल कैमरा 1965 to 1975 में ही खोज निकाला था. 1975 में हमारे पास 16 मेगापिक्सल का डिजिटल कैमरा रेडी था, रेडी फॉर लॉन्च था. कैन यू बिलीव मी?
No, ma'am.
25 साल, I mean 45 years पहले. आप और हैरान हो जाओगे if I tell you the name of the company. The company which is selling you the rolls, the company which is selling you the camera, Kodak, has or had developed the digital camera in the year of 1975 only. Very innovative, ahead of the time. क्योंकि 1975 में तो इंडिया में भी कॉमन मैन के पास कैमरा नहीं था. कॉमन मैन के पास ही कैमरा आया 1990s में. वो भी रोल वाला. आपको याद होगा वो पहले फोटो निकालते थे, देन वी यूज टू विजिट द सर्विस स्टेशंस, और वो फोटो फिर प्रिंट करके एल्बम्स हमें देते थे. वी यूज टू स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. मतलब कोडैक एक बार कैमरा बेचता था, उसके बाद कोडैक का रेवेन्यू पूरा ये सर्विस पे रहता था. इसीलिए 1975 में उसके बॉस ने ये कि अगर हमने डिजिटल कैमरा अभी लॉन्च किया तो वी विल लूज द होल रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम द डेवलपिंग द रोल्स. इसलिए क्या हुआ, उन्होंने ये पुराना वाला टेक्निक है या पुरानी वाली टेक्नोलॉजी है, वो आगे 45 साल चलाई. बट एक दिन सोनी का डिजिटल कैमरा आया ड्यूरिंग 1997 और वो बहुत फेमस हुआ अप टू 2005. और सारे लोग वो रोल वाला कैमरा छोड़कर डिजिटल कैमरा लेने लगे, क्योंकि उसी वक्त पर्सनल कंप्यूटर ये बहुत ही कॉमन हो गया, वर्ल्ड वाइड कॉमन हो गया. इसलिए लोगों ने क्या किया, छोड़ दिया कोडैक के कैमरे को और डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म यूज करने लगे. नाउ गाइस, सही टाइम पे अगर आपने अपना इनोवेशन लॉन्च नहीं किया तो क्या होता है सुनो. नाउ द कोडैक इज अ बैंकक्रप्ट कंपनी. जो कंपनी कैश एनरिच थी, मतलब जीरो डेट कंपनी थी फॉर अराउंड 80 नॉट 80 फॉर अराउंड 60 इयर्स. जीरो डेट कंपनी थी, वो डिजिटल कैमरा दूसरे कंपनी का डिजिटल कैमरा आने से पूरी की पूरी बैंकक्रप्ट हो गई. उनके innovation नहीं था. अरे उनके पास तो 40 साल पहले से पता था उनको डिजिटल कैमरा. लेकिन उन्होंने क्या किया, फॉर हैविंग द कांस्टेंट रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम द सर्विस ऑफ डेवलपिंग रोल, उन्होंने पुराना वाला ही चलाया. बट उनके कॉम्पिटिटर ने जब डिजिटल कैमरा खुद तैयार करके बेचना शुरू किया, दे फेल टू कॉम्पिट इन द वर्ल्ड. क्योंकि 75 में जो टेक्निक थी उससे बेटर टेक्निक सोनी ने लाई. उन्होंने क्या किया, वो टेक्निक इग्नोर कर दी, उस पर काम करना छोड़ दिया. अगर वो काम करते रहते, उस पर प्रोजेक्ट बंद करने से बढ़िया काम करते रहते, तो जब सोनी ने अगर लॉन्च किया है तब शायद वो उनका कैमरा भी लॉन्च कर पाते. बट दे जस्ट फेल टू अंडरस्टैंड द न्यू एरा ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स एंड डिजिटलाइजेशन. गाइस, यहाँ पे ध्यान देना, अगर बड़ी बड़ी कंपनियां भी कई टाइम मिस्टेक कर सकती है, तो हाउ मच वी शुड बी अलर्ट when we are talking about the AI, when we are talking about the digital transfer. Guys, it's not only about the talk, it's about the life. Sometimes our life changes beyond our imaginations due to the use of technology. So on this note, I am going to tell you to watch few fantastic movies which help you to understand the changing life due to the changing technology. The first movie is वॉली. आपने देखी है वॉली?
Yes, ma'am.
प्लीज डू वॉच, इट इज अ ब्यूटीफुल मूवी. आपको तुरंत समझ में आएगा कि मैं क्या कह रही हूँ. इज दैट क्लियर? एंड वी
Yes,
आर फॉर द
ma'am.
सेम.
Yes, ma'am.
फॉर द सेम. So please do watch Wall-E. It's a really good movie. सेकंड मैंने आपको मूवी बताई थी फाउंडर, जो नेटफ्लिक्स पे भी है. थर्ड मूवी मैंने आपको बताई थी रॉकेट सिंह. अभी तो आपको ना रॉकेट सिंह बहुत अच्छी समझ में आएगी, क्योंकि यू हैव अंडरस्टूड द बेसिक theories of economics. Even we are talking about the advanced theories like price determinations and all. चौथी मूवी मैंने आपको बताई फोर्ड वर्सेस फरारी. शायद ये भी सोनी लाइव पे है. सो these are the must movies for you: Wall-E, Founder, Rocket Singh, and the fourth one is Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
And don't compare Ferrari की सवारी with the Ford versus Ferrari. There will be no comparison at all. एक और मैंने आपको सीरियल देखने के लिए कहा था गाइस, द जापानीज सीरियल,
Yes.
उसको इंग्लिश सबटाइटल्स है, दिस इज द चेंज. Do watch this serial. It will teach you a lot of things, including bits of costing and bits of economics. Must things. लिख के लो ये सब. वॉली, फाउंडर, रॉकेट सिंह ये रणबीर कपूर का है, and it's in Hindi. Ford versus Ferrari and the change. This is in Japanese, but they are having the English subtitles, so we understand. And sometimes if the visible media or the actors are very good at the acting, even we don't require, we just understand what is going on. So please do watch. Any questions on the behavioral principles? पक्का समझ में आया आपको दो ये behavioral principles?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो कल मैं आपको इस सब के पीपीटीज और रेफरेंस चैप्टर्स भेज रही हूँ, सो यू कैन इजीली स्टार्ट रीडिंग. और मेरी बात भी हुई, अद्वैत इज देयर, अद्वैत पेडनेकर, और ही वाज रिक्वेस्टिंग मी कि उनका क्या कहते हैं, उनका ईमेल एड्रेस नहीं है, सो I have requested the ID department as well as Anand sir also. So they are accommodating your email address. And second thing, फिर से मैं आपको request, who is F6 F5 6 guys, मैं फिर से आपको request कर रही हूँ, please log in with your roll number first and then your name. It will help our admin department to consider all your attendance and everything. Rishikesh, Ajay, this F6, F5. Aishwarya, I hope you are getting.
Yes, ma'am.
Small change, just a small change.
Yeah.
So if you don't have any questions regarding today's price determination theory, still we have not completed yet. Most of the part, the big part is over there where we derive the profits with the help of all these MR and MC curve, and we understand the types of the profit, whether it is a normal profit, whether it is a super normal profit, or whether we are incurring losses. So we have just completed the half part of the price determination theory, but I know it's quite heavy, so I'm not going to start the second part of the theory, and we are having only 4 minutes. So on this note, I am concluding the session. Tomorrow, guys, just a reminder, tomorrow log in with your laptops if you have, because in the morning, I'm going to teach you problem number 1 with the adjustments. So even if it is extended for 15 or 20 minutes, we can simply extend. क्योंकि बाद में आपके lectures नहीं है. Okay, guys? So
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
and if you want to ask anything, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Any question, guys?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Chalo. Then I guess you are having next session after 3 to 4 minutes. So have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Bye-bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.